Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Strange Aeons. It's been a while. We're down a couple of players, but hopefully they'll be able to turn up later on during the session. Now, could people remind me roughly where they were in the town of Thrushmoor? And what kind of time of day it is? And basically what people were doing, because you were all kind of splintered up. I mean, for instance here, I'm seeing Lila. I'm not sure if she's at Virgil's workshop or not. Likewise, Eric, I'm not sure where he is. But if I could just have a little quick reminder of who's where. Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
It's at the church.
And what were you doing there?
Well, I had gone to the Farmer's Square the previous day. That night, I was still in that area. The closest place to rest was the chapel.
Okay, so were you all settling down to rest at this point, or was it getting on for late evening, or what? I can't remember.
I think we had already gone through the night, because I think Glenn got some healing the next day on his...
I think so too. I think it was kind of morning-ish.
Well, I think we just, from what I can remember, we were all in the bar or something. We were discussing about the items that we just got from Pier 19.
And then you went to the temple for help, or you went there first? I think you might have gone there first.
I went there first, and then we went to Pier 19, and we told the woman about what was going on over there. We were discussing the items that were found. We divvied up the money, which I cannot seem to find. That's right, I think that the server crashed on me, so I have two different saves of Gregor.
That
has information on him, and I have to...
That's right, because my game I lost power, and everything we had made notes on got lost.
And you did all rest, didn't you? Good.
And now I need to find Gregor too.
Because I don't remember... I think I got some stats back, but I don't remember, so I'm still sitting on 6 hit points.
Hang on. Aha, here we go. We each received 1 platinum, 362 gold, and 8 silver pieces from the looks of it.
Why don't you type that into Maptool's chat?
Oh, I'm making sure I have everything else that I had on this thing.
Thank you. I remember the item I actually had, as in from the pier, wherever it was, something about a corset. So you hope you make, it'll keep you better posture or something. Then weird, wonderful items.
Because there was also a scroll that we could use on Evan's character that he needed.
Scroll?
Yes, it was actually restoration.
That's okay. So, am I to understand that you're all congregated at the Silver Wagon at this point, instead of being too far spread out?
Everybody was there except for Evan. He left, and I kind of was going after him because the conversation was getting a little weird.
Okay, yes it was. In that case, Evan, can you remember where... I think I know where you were going, but...
I have no idea.
We were just discussing it before I started recording.
Oh, I don't know if that's where I was planning on going last session or not. I don't know.
Don't know either, but it makes a little more sense than anything else right now, and someone's busy.
So, somebody's watching Wheel of Fortune.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just the sound I heard.
Some kind of sound effect. So, that aside, Oh, so Renacia, when you get back to the inn, you do find that Hullis has been through your things again, but nothing appears to be missing. You can just tell that things have been kind of searched through, picked up, moved around a bit, then put back roughly where they belonged.
Sigh heavily. I'm going to have to talk to her again.
Well, she's still there.
No, I know. I'm going to have to talk to her again.
Also, all the damage that we suffered to our madness scores and stuff, that's all been lost too.
There's a reason I copied it all down in my notes file.
Oh, good.
I don't have the amount of sanity damage people have taken, but I have notes of any...
I know that I took 3 points of sanity damage.
Any effects they may be suffering.
So I will at least remark the
Okay.
damage.
So it's still rainy and foggy this day, just like the last one. It seems to be an almost perpetual state of weather here, on the shores of the river in Thrushmoor, where people have been disappearing, and the townsfolk tend to watch you passing with hooded eyes and keep their distance, clustering in small groups. In fact, over the last few days you've been gaining an increasing impression that you have been watched.
Do you know idea who's doing the watching, or is it just a thing at the back of my head, in the back of my mind?
You've noticed townsfolk watching you and scurrying away or shutting doors or windows, but observing you as you pass. Hard to make out. Well, it's not that it's hard to make out anyone in particular. It's just that it's hard to actually confront any of them because they don't stick around long enough. And then, of course, there's crowds and things that make it harder to actually follow anyone. It's not been one consistent person. It's almost as if the entire town is very suspicious of your presence. And given some of the things many of you got up to in the past, that's quite understandable.
I think I remember what it was now. We were all looking at those things at the Sleepless Society building, and I had gone to the Silver Wagon to get a rest.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because I remember them meeting at the Silver Wagon.
I just don't remember meeting at the Silver Wagon. I remember leaving and going north, but...
I think you were headed off on your own, and I think I know where you were going. However, given that it's been a couple of weeks, do you still want to be heading off on your own, or do you want to be back with them?
I want to be getting a rest at the Silver Wagon because I'm still pretty fucked up.
Hello, I'm sorry about that. I lost power.
You did lose connection indeed. Hopefully you'll be back soon. Server's still here if you're able to connect to it.
Yeah, I just all of a sudden had a just power flux.
Ah, that's nasty, man.
You had one yesterday as well, didn't you, Glenn?
No, yesterday was actually a pretty good day. It didn't go too bad. I just...
That's okay. Now, I hate to find yet another way of asking this question, but is there any danger of you guys working out what you want to do sometime in the next 5 minutes?
I think we decided that once we get her... So I know she's still badly hurt. Try to get... Because I'm recovered. Try to get her up, and we're going to go take a look and investigate the missing brother incident.
Okay. So he's missing somewhere around town. You don't know where.
Last we heard, he was up at the
Oh yeah, he was at the Stain
manor.
on his way home. Can we remember where Hollissa lived? I think it was somewhere around this part of town.
Yeah.
Okay.
But people said something about the old manor.
The old manor? Why don't you make me a knowledge local check? Or a diplomacy check, whichever one you prefer. So, the old manor used to be the what's it? The Lowell's residence. However, recently Iris Hill, the new manor, was built, and and the old manor has been, pretty much abandoned these days.
Okay.
So it's literally just the old residence, whereas Iris Hill is not just the name of the hill, but also the new mansion that was built there, and the grounds just next to where the old one was, tucked around the side of the hill. You probably won't find much at the old manor these days. Man, it's just not happening tonight, is it?
Right.
Okay, that is what the money everybody should have
Yep,
received.
and then there was one coin went in the kitty. I can't remember what it was, but
one platinum
yeah.
piece is in the kitty.
Platinum, yeah.
Yep, okay.
And a whole load of potions and stuff.
Thanks for that, Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
Which did not make it onto my
Did I? I'm pretty sure I
sheet. I'm going to check Skype.
copied the
see if it
list
was
in here
there.
last week.
Yeah, you did copy the list in there.
I mean, week before last. Goes
Yeah, I
back a
was gonna say.
bit further. Obviously, last week was Dragon Age.
Yeah, there's the money. There was the money I put in there. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh! That's why I can't find it. I was looking at the wrong chat.
You're doing poor, were you?
Slightly.
Scroll of restoration.
There you go.
I got it right up to here.
There you go. Just refreshed for everyone. Okay. So hopefully now that we have this information once again, we can make good use of it. You notice a small group of local individuals on the other side of the bar, clustered around a small table, hunched over their drinks. They occasionally cast you suspicious glances, but none of them approaches or dares to let their gaze linger for too long.
I shudder. It's getting a bit creepy.
Please don't try to blast them.
Real chipper group of people, huh? But I'm trying to catch up with the little weird one so she can get some help.
I'm not there, am I? Do I have to deal with this?
Well, you're there, but whether you choose to deal with it or not is entirely up to you.
Because it was your husband that was in the room.
What does that have to do with the bunch of people avoiding our gazes?
I think their shows of affection, or his shows of affection, was why I left.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Because he was creeping me out.
That makes even less sense.
My character makes very little sense to most of you, so it's okay.
That's true enough.
This is very true.
And hence I shall not listen.
You know, I'm always drawn to the grudge every time you do that.
Well, then I
It just-
guess I should stop.
It just heightens the creepy factor in the room. It's okay.
The grudge.
It's awesome.
Rachel,
Yeah, there's a ghost in it that makes that sound that she just did.
So, there's a bunch of people sitting around a table avoiding looking at us or what. Barely there. Do they look dangerous?
Not particularly.
Not particularly, meaning they could.
Well, you don't know this town well enough to know yet, but
Oh, I don't remember this.
they don't look particularly threatening. You don't know who they have for friends, though, or what they might do later when they're not here.
Or who they report to. But they just might be jealous of us. I saw that list of stuff you posted, Ralph, so that if there's anything about that, they're very jealous.
Well, if you're blatantly discussing all those magic items in the bar, no wonder they're...
I'm not saying disgusting, I'm just open-eyed.
I'm just wondering what grounds you might have for such a suspicion, that's all.
No, but just that we look as if we're happier than usual, or have an aura of expectancy, I suppose, because we're hoping to have divvy this stuff up later. They wouldn't know exactly what we've got, but obviously we've got something, because look in our eyes, it's like, yeah.
Couldn't we have just whispered in the first place?
Yeah? One of them leans across and murmurs something to his companions in a low tone, and a second shakes his head in disgust or disbelief, you're not quite sure, but they seem to be discussing something quietly.
I'm sorry, I still had a problem with the corset and handcuffs.
Sorry. So they are discussing something with disgust while staring straight at us.
You could say that, yeah. No, they're not staring that often, but a little bit occasionally.
Whatever.
Obviously they're talking about us, but
Whatever it is,
Alright,
they seem
fine.
intent on keeping the conversation to themselves, for now.
Yeah, yeah, I was going to try and listen into it, but...
Alright, that's it. I'm going to go over to them and say, is there something you'd like to discuss with us.
One of the fellows looks at you for, a moment, takes a puff on his pipe, and says, "Well, I don't rightly know. Who is us?"
Obviously, myself and the people that round that table that you've been staring at. Well, not quite so frequently, but enough. There's a certain look that says there's something you're questioning, but you are definitely not making obvious, or trying not to make obvious.
The youngest of the three leans forwards a little, places his elbows on the table, and he says, "You with those fellas at the stain?"
They are my companions, at least for the moment. Is there a problem that I'm not aware of?
Well, there is a problem, as it happens.
And do tell.
Those two fellas at the stain come in from out of town with their fancy clothes and their money, acting like they own the place. Well, sometimes some of our dock workers need an extra space to stay, and the stain's only got 2 rooms for rent. Those fellas have had it all booked up for over a week now. And you come here with your fancy clothes, sitting there in the silver wagon, acting like, well, like people owes you something, like respect or something. And his mate nudges him, the one who shook his head earlier, and he kind of huffs and sits back in his chair and kind of, scowls at the others. And the one who initially responded to you said, "So if you are with those fellas from the stain, maybe suggest they go look for somewhere else to stay. Now, we know a county's gone missing, and these fancy folks come in from cities, places out of town, probably looking to take over now he's gone. You never can tell. You lot come to grab power, have you?"
Well, I wouldn't be so quick to accuse. Besides, no, we are not here for trouble or to grab power or whatever it is that you're thinking. Actually, I was hoping that someone, or maybe perhaps one of you, might know where... God damn it. Raph?
I know. I'm just checking.
Sholm. Could you remind me of the name?
Alyssa's brother Sholm, yeah.
Yeah. A young girl named Alyssa has lost her brother, and he's Sholm.
"Or," says the second one. I know Sholm and Alyssa. Good kids. They don't use a load of fancy words like what you just did, though. Didn't know you knew him.
I'm trying to help Alyssa. She's very worried about her brother.
I'm trying to figure out if he meant the kids or the fancy words.
You're not standing there with me.
The youngest says, "Well, he's been missing a few days now, ain't he?"
Yes.
He gone, and he gone away. Perhaps he went on a boat a long way. But I ain't seen him.
Not according to Alyssa. I hear that they are quite close, so if that was the case, he would have at least let her know. And apparently that is not the case. I worry for him as well.
The eldest one, takes another puff on his pipe and raises a finger. He says, "Now, you look here, young lass. Under normal circumstances, when the town was in better shape, if someone like that went missing, we'd go up to Fort Alecourse and ask them to come help find them. But we ain't seen any of the soldiers from the fort in weeks now. Not since the Count himself left town. And there were that fancy woman from out of town went up there, said she was going to find out what was going on. She ain't come back out yet either. It's been a long time now. And the second one says long time.
That is certainly troubling. I've been hearing about missing guards and concerns about being vulnerable.
Missing guards, says the youngest. There ain't no guards at all. There's all missing.
Seems that that's my next destination. Well, thank you for sharing. I bid you gentlemen good day. And stay safe.
Right.
And I make my way back over to my companions. Still sitting around the table.
As you do make your way back to the table, you hear one of them mutter, "Bloody weird dog she's got," to his companions.
I ask her, when she returns to the table, I ask her, what does he have to say?
That we're apparently very fancy, and we seem like the type to make trouble as fancy people. Don't ask. But I believe we have some leads.
Oh, that's useful. I look at her expectantly, waiting for some clues to issue forth.
So Raph, it was the good God, the names. The place where the soldiers are usually asked to look for somebody.
Well, the soldiers normally operate out of the fortress, but they haven't been seen around town recently.
Haven't been seen, and also there's a woman who went up there that went missing. That hasn't come back.
You know, it does cross your memory that Royal Accuser Amari went up there after saying she'd go and find out what was going on. And Winter Klashka wants to know what's happened to Royal Accuser Amari.
Well then, up to the fortress we go. It seems that we've got a couple of missing people. Missing soldiers. And it would be good to help Winter Klashka again.
Maybe the Count left and took the soldiers with him.
How much perfing? Ah.
You broke up there, I couldn't actually hear you, but okay.
Yeah. I was just saying that maybe the Count left and he took the soldiers with him as a personal bodyguard or something, a troop of soldiers with him.
Huh.
For whatever reason, but he's a Count, so, that's the sort of thing that... Well,
that could be the reason, but taking all of those soldiers? Oh, unless this is one selfish bastard and just wanted this town razed to the ground. By bandits.
We know that one of the people that are working for the Count is the person that wrote that letter to the witch that we found in the cave that was getting that dream drug that keeps
That's
somebody
correct.
asleep.
You do know that.
What? Oh, could barely hear.
Melician
Mm-hmm.
was asking for more of the dream-inducing brews, and she works up there at the fort, or wherever the Count is.
Hmm. Everything just seems to be leading up to the fort. Why not go there?
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
There's a big sign saying that go to the fort, go to the fort, go to the fort.
Yes. Say, this is next plot line here. Yeah.
Oh, if only.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But Glenn's character, how badly hurt was he when last we saw him?
More badly hurt than when
fine.
he came back here.
Maybe we should go and find Evan's character and see how well he's doing. Then say we're going to go off and just see how good he is to go to see the fort.
Are you capable of?
For her to come back.
Yeah, are you capable of remembering that my character is a female, or even the character's name?
It's been 2 weeks. I'm lucky to remember your name.
Azure.
Azure.
Yeah, okay.
Azure.
I'm gonna keep mispronouncing it now. Yeah.
You're asking somebody who's got memory issues about the game is over 2 weeks ago. He's played several games.
Hey, it's okay. Don't make
Now if we start this,
such a big
not here.
deal out of it.
No, they're just joking. That's all. Anyway, so let's.
I will catch up to Azure.
Okay.
Like I was planning on. Take her with me to Winter, because I do have that one scroll. I guess we've decided to go to the fort. Now we're going to go to because I think we just came back from the pier, so are we going to do this tomorrow? Is what I'm asking them before I leave.
Oh, okay.
It is nighttime, right?
No, as far as I'm aware, it's early afternoon or late morning even.
Any bits and bobs we might want to do? I mean, get ready because it's a fortress. Fortress is also always where the big bad is. Big bads are. I don't know.
And as far as that armor goes, Paul, from what I understand about that, they said it was a medium armor.
A medium-sized.
No. Is it?
It's light armor.
That's not what that's what I was asking about. Is it light, RAF, or is it medium armor?
I'm not sure. It's not something I often come across. Let's have a quick check.
I just checked. It's light armor. It's buoyant, so no penalty for swing, that sort of stuff.
It does seem to be considered light.
Okay.
For some reason. I presume it might be a rather heavy kind of light. Oh, yeah. But light all the same.
Well, Paul, that will be up to everyone else. I'm just not going to say, yes, you can have it. That would be up to...
I was just asking, just putting it out there. Just ask a question to everybody.
One of the three men seated at the table gets up, bids his farewells to his friends and departs the building. The other two remain for now. But they look like they're kind of finishing up their drinks and getting ready to go.
I'm thinking about getting better equipment that would help me. Maybe a boost in attack rolls, boost in damage.
Okay, so if everybody can continue shopping, I will grab Azure and let Winter know we're heading up tomorrow morning, because I know she wanted to go with us up to the fortress.
Alright, so you're all planning on pretty much resting for the rest of the day, are you?
And shopping.
And shopping, getting gear and everything else.
Well, if you're going shopping, you'll probably want to go to the High Market, which is the big indoor market over in this part of town, near the large standing stone that's around here.
We all have a collective treasure, so we really should stick together if we're gonna go shopping.
Okay, let's go and nice look at that. Oh, that is different, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you were thinking of changing for that one. I remember, Evan.
Mm-hmm. Something that looked a little bit more
So,
real.
what manner of things were you hoping to purchase from High Market?
Well, depending on the armor situation, what the others say about the armor, I'd like to buy mastercrafted chain shirt. But obviously, that's if somebody else has the armor.
Okay, you probably won't find that in the High Market. You might want to try Binter's Smithy
Yeah,
for something
but,
like that.
We'll
Yeah,
drop off there then later after we search around High Market. But does High Market have better weapons available?
This isn't really a military town, so there won't be many weapons available.
Not many, but something to choose
In terms
from.
of better quality, there might be something if you're lucky, but probably not.
Well then, what does the High Market offer at all apart from supplies?
Grain, fruit, flour, lots of fish.
Oh yes, we can beat our enemies to death with fish.
Tarpaulins, building supplies, things that people generally need in the town on a day-to-day basis.
It's a nice, quiet, sleepy town that suffers from ailments and problems, correct?
Well, it's currently not that quiet or sleepy at the moment.
You know what I mean, though. I mean, it's that kind of a feel of a town.
Kind
it's not
of.
very wealthy.
Yeah.
It's kind of ramshackle in places. Okay.
But of course, if people want to go and check the market, that'll be interesting.
Alright, well at least... Alright, fine. I'll go
You
check
could
out.
always find the pawn shop again.
So who's going to market?
I will, if someone would like to come with me.
I will as soon as I just sent you what I was doing. I just wanted to let Zora know. I just sent it to Rafal, so.
Okay,
And then I want to head to the market.
Understood. That will be...
Yeah, I'll go to the market as well.
Just a reminder for me, can anyone remember who it was that actually used read magic to study the scroll?
I did.
There's something interesting about this one.
Okay.
So as you know, with Lesser Restoration, you choose which ability score to restore at the time of casting.
Mm-hmm.
There's something different with the way it's been written on the scroll here. Something about the syntax that seems slightly odd. One or two of the sigils that made you go, huh, that's unusual. And you're not sure why.
Yes, not something I usually cast, but I will point it out to Winter when I hand her the scroll, because this is something that it's not my expertise. This is a clerical, not my strong point.
Do I take it then that you are planning on visiting New Chapel a second time this day?
Yes, that's where I stay, is at New Chapel.
Yeah, that's okay.
With the...
So, let's see. You catch up with Azure and inform her of the situation. She's clearly wanting to rest mostly at the moment. Then you go shopping with Renasia, and then you'll go back to New Chapel later on.
Yes.
Okay. And the rest of you are all mostly resting at the Silver Wagon at the moment, right?
I think Paul went with her to go shopping.
Okay, so Virgil and Eric will be at Virgil's workshop for now. So I'm going to give people a teleport link, actually. And it will be for Gregor, Renasia, and Lila.
I will grab Lila because she stepped away to go to the kettle. for you.
Yeah, okay. So, you spend a good long time... Oh. Heading around into the marketplace. Searching for various goods on offer. Finding maybe a few things like, rope, chalk, mirrors, string, wooden pegs, things like that, right? Things you might... Oh, that's interesting. There we go. Now, so if there's any sort of normal, fairly, non-violent bits of gear that you might have been seeking, sure, feel free to... You know what? Oh,
good.
I messed up. 1 moment.
Is this a link for all of us, or...?
Yes.
It's a link for those of you who went to market.
Okay.
And even Holissa's going to come along, right? She's excited.
That's right. There was something I wanted.
Okay.
Because we discussed before the game that I needed to get me a wooden bunny mask.
Oh, yeah, now that is unusual. You might want to go see that woodworker you had dealings with previously.
That's at the farmer's market, but...
Yeah. So, Halissa comes along. She's excited about the idea of gathering, of helping carry things, supplies that will help find her brother. She even asks if she can hold Floofer a little bit. And he doesn't seem to be completely opposed to the idea.
Should I not have taken the link to this map then?
You're with me, aren't you?
Yeah, good point.
Okay.
Well, then I will simply say on our way here that we need to go to the farmer's market after this.
Okay, that's not a problem. I need to get more fruits and stuff to send to the church anyway, so that's fine.
You spend your time in the marketplace, purchasing basic supply items, and people give you a few strange looks because you're not local. You're definitely not from round here, but they do trade with you. So now would be the time to purchase any basic goods you want. However, when you're done, and it shouldn't impact what happens next too much, as you're heading back through the streets towards the farmer's market, you find yourself passing through a relatively narrow alleyway. And you hear a sort of faint scratching sound. Like, the scribbling of a furious scholar.
You first, because I don't...
And then you see an image beginning to form on one of the walls of a nearby building. Slowly at first, in sepia tones. It's as if someone has some kind of brownish charcoal and some invisible hand is scratching away, scribbling on the wall. And the image begins to form. Ruined buildings, a vast cityscape, strange spiraling clouds in the sky, and this looks like the nightmare cityscape from your visions. However, this one is slightly different because there appear to be a small group of figures clustered in one of the streets. And it's hard to make out at this distance, a group of hooded people. And there...
What are they doing this time?
Huh?
There's always something different about this group of shadowy figures. What is it this time?
You're not certain, but in the corner of the picture is forming that strange silhouette of the rearing unicorn that you've come to recognise with all these pictures, almost like an artist's signature. As you gaze at the picture, the figures seem to grow larger, almost as if they're approaching, growing closer and closer.
Ah, back up, back up, back up.
Okay, back up.
I whisper to Gregor as I kind of, like how you'll hook your arm underneath someone and kind of hold on for safety.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of tightening my grip on his arm a little bit. I don't think that's chalk, Gregor. It looks like blood to me.
And with that, they emerge from a picture on the wall with clubs in their hands and violence in their eyes. And their surprise round was stepping out of the wall, but we will be rolling initiative very soon. But I have a picture to show you all first. There you go. One of the harder pictures to get token images out of. But yeah. And they come leaping out ready to attack. Now we're going to roll initiative.
I don't like you.
Sepia. You said sepia, and I immediately thought blood. Because currently you've got more health than I do.
Well, at least we know how these murals are being done. Although we know who's doing them.
We have 2 party members in the initiative window. Has anyone been overwritten? Yes, a number of people have been overwritten. Let's see.
Just one, actually.
The map.
Sorry, what?
I can't see my token or the map.
Which map I moved you to the map I've called These Mean Streets. It should be player visible.
Okay, now I see.
Yeah. So add.
I think Floofer would be closer to her, don't you think?
Yeah.
With the little girl, I don't think the little girl would be up front either.
We can put her there. That's fine.
Lady Catherine is not out yet. I can
Okay.
bring her with me wherever I go. So.
There's no way she's in front of. Now I'm pulling her behind me.
That's completely understood. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who are we missing here? We are missing.
Nobody. There's only 4 of us.
Oh right, yeah, because.
Oh, actually, yeah, yeah.
So Halissa ducks back to there, flat up against the wall, and gasps as the men and women emerge from the picture. Azure, these men and women came out of the picture.
Yeah, I'm stepping, since she's not actually there, I'm stepping back a square.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just move her up to there. Out
Thank
of the way.
you.
Yeah, let's put her here as well, just to make it simpler.
Well, Ulna's only visible to me at the moment, other than the GM.
Mm-hmm.
But, does it feel like, holding onto his arm, does it feel like, he's wearing armor?
Whose arm?
Gregor.
Not particularly.
No. Let's fix that. I'll burn off a mage armor spell, and I'll let go of his arm and go, you can be my guard now.
Okay, mage armor if you aren't wearing armor. Different if you are. Right.
I'll let you activate it, Glenn.
Okay.
This fella steps up, weapon in hand, and takes a sweep at Gregor's head with it. He appears to be attacking with what looks like half a brick in a sock. Although it's not a sock, and it's not half a brick, but
Great.
you get the
Slap,
basic idea. He does not whop you.
It's not lucky one.
Oh, wait, was that? Oh, you are so lucky. Your flat-footed AC's a 14, right?
Yep.
Never mind.
Thanks to mage armor.
Speaking of flat-footed AC,
Yeah.
We might have an Eric soon.
oh, I need to remind myself of something. Okay. I needed to make sure of that. Right. Welcome to Flat-Footed. You are so lucky.
Yes, I am.
Gregor, wow, you do not want to know what these people have been rolling to attack. It is shockingly low. This is even worse than some of my dice rolls in the Iron Fang Invasion.
I will draw Red Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Because I can't summon. And I can't use any of my other attacks.
It's okay.
Oh, I will try to hit the guy.
Put it to good use.
Cool, yes.
Oh, nice. The blade nicks him and he doesn't like it.
I will wait until after my next turn before I.
Lila, there's a woman here trying to smack you with a lumpy thing in a not in a softy thing.
No. Let's see. I was just trying to find out if doing kinetic blade draws attacks as opportunity. 'Cause it says it doesn't, but it says, but it's very ambiguous in the actual wording. So I need a quick thing.
What is it? Supernatural or extra?
It's a spell-like ability, but it says in the actual ability does not draw attacks of opportunity because it's part of another action. No, is it talking about? Yeah, very ambiguous.
Have a Pagoni shortly.
Okay then, that'll be good. I'm not entirely sure. Let's
Well, just in case, I'll roll the concentration check just in case anyway. If I pass, we'll look at it later. If I fail, we'll look at it.
Mhm.
So let me see. Concentration check. Incoming. Yes. DC 17. But pass.
Well, that's
I'll
alright
check
then,
that.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's yes, I draw a weapon and I create kinetic blade. Kinetic blade is not actually the weapon itself, it just means I'm armed after this attack. One attack with kinetic blade against it covers 4. Incoming. Magical, whatever it is.
Looking at the party members present, Gregor and Renacia,
Mm-hmm.
you recall a day or two ago, after visiting the new chapel, how one of the inmates was talking about, "They're coming out of the walls, man! They're coming out of the walls!" and nobody took him seriously or listened. I set that up sessions ago.
Nothing like advanced planning, is there?
Oh, there's lots of advanced planning.
I'm sure there is, because I'm really looking forward to this campaign. This is not a standard campaign. I love this one.
It's
Anyway, so
really not standard.
I know it just says blade, but take 12 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay, who's the victim?
Number 4.
Oh, she does not like that.
I still have my cold iron dagger in my other hand, but that's the stat now. I think I'll be victimised very shortly, aren't I?
Quite possibly.
Yeah, I'm up to AC 15 now. Yay!
Can we just all ignore this flight of stairs here, which just is really weirdly placed, because it's just going to make this all very awkward for everyone.
I'm coming in just a moment. I've sent a message to Raph
Yep.
what my turn is going to be. I've got to step away to grab dinner. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are you taking move action as well, or are you comfy where you are?
I took a move actually to draw a dagger.
Okay.
Basically, I'm 5 foot step. I wanted it, but I'm not taking it.
You better make an attack of opportunity. Because you are being grabbed and dragged at...
Oh, I have a dagger. I can do that. Cold Iron Dagger. Not that it matters any much, but Master with Cold Iron Dagger, no less. Okay, single attack. Incoming. Nothing special.
Ooh.
Wow! Hey, the dice are with me tonight. What's happening, Raph?
You catch him and he utters some kind of coarse muttering under his breath. And takes a -3 penalty on this.
Yay.
Oh, sorry, that should have been a drag, but that's still a blatant failure. Good God.
Oh.
So, one of these cultists has managed to roll above a 3 this encounter after rolling for initiative. The others haven't.
But my crap AC, I'm lucky though. Very lucky to be
All right.
like that.
This one just advances and lunges with her rapier for Gregor. Because he's pulled an actual serious bladed weapon and it looks dangerous. However, if she's as effective as the rest of her companions, yeah, you've got nothing to worry about there. Okay. Renacia. There are 4 of them.
There are 4 of them. I am boxed in. I am going to shoot cultist number 2.
Alright, give it your best shot.
Because gang up line, that's pretty bad.
Hey! We may have an Eric soon.
He's here.
He may come bounding to the rescue shortly. Is he in the call as well?
Scott.
I am, but I have to mute because I tend to cough a lot. My nephews and niece are running around the house screaming.
Okay, man. Well, let us know when you're able to join in. They have encountered combat. And we'll talk you through that after this attack has been resolved. Oh, there it is, right. That is so almost a hit, it just skims his shoulder. You know, the bolt just kind of snags his cloak and spins him round a little. Alright, so Scott, they all went shopping in the marketplace after discussing what they were going to do next, and they've decided that they're going to rest up tonight, then tomorrow they'll go up to Fort Hale Course, where Royal Accuser Amari went, and hasn't been seen since, and they'll try and get some information out of the soldiers or guards there, and find out what's going on. We have a Scott, and he's having to mute himself because he's not feeling very well, but I can bring him to the combat location because he could have been in the marketplace with all the rest of you.
Yeah, look for means fixing a sword.
Yep. I can click that link for you, or you can take it if you like.
It's still loading.
Oh, okay.
It's been 2 weeks since the last time I loaded this campaign.
Yeah, it might take a while then. Okay, well
There he is.
I'll bring you over and into the fight so that you can be there, and actually I'll just put you here.
I'm here, by the way. I'll be able to take my own turn.
So Halissa cowers in the threat of heavily armed cultists. Evan, it's your turn. You can now take it as you planned, or I can take it for you as you intended.
Well, you go ahead, actually, because I am eating, so...
So, as your kind of cringes back against the wall, crouching, and pulls out the folding razor, and then she she holds it so that it catches the light coming down from the sky above and reflects light into the eyes of one of the cultists, who will make a saving throw. And probably succeed by the look of it. Yes.
Yep, he negates it.
She does indeed. Speaking of cultists...
Yeah, you have a mic on the server.
Yeah. That will be interesting. This fellow steps down into here with his sap ready and yells at the woman over there, "Get round! Get round!" Now, this one backs away from Lila, only to discover that Eric is standing between her and the wall.
Mm-hmm.
She was going to go back into the wall, wasn't she?
Maybe. She is quite badly hurt after all, but now there's a big muscle man look-alike behind her. And she's kind of worried. Grigor, you sense they're trying to flank you, and that when they do it might be quite painful.
Yeah, I get that picture too. And I don't like that concept, and I can't do much, but I can move to here.
Hey, it works.
Kind of stops them from flanking me, and I can still hit the one, or try to hit. I will nickel and dime them to death.
Okay.
With the mighty red destiny, and I'll hit the one that I swung at the first time. Cultist 3.
Go for it. You got her again. You know, the blood glistens on the blade, and you're looking at it almost in shock, as this is possibly the second time you've done damage with this weapon.
Fourth, actually. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, Scott, you are still loading, or have you finished loading now?
Actually, it stopped responding, so I had to stop it from doing what it was doing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. While you struggle to take care of that technical issue, I can let you know you're in a darkened alleyway, somewhat in the early afternoon. A mural of the crazy nightmare city appeared on the wall, and 4 hooded individuals stepped out and assaulted your companions. One of them seems to be trying to escape back through the wall, but you happen to be in their way. What would you like to do?
I'm sorry to say this, but I've already forgot what you just told me. I heard the first half of the bad guys, I didn't hear.
Okay, so...
There you go, Scott. Let me just do this real quick. Share screen.
Sure.
There. And you are here. You are here. There's a bunch of bad guys. These are the bad guys.
And this wall here is the one with the picture on that they stepped out of.
And there's more than one bad guy?
Yes, there are 4 of them.
Alright, then that would mean that my killing range goes into effect.
Okay.
You?
You have to go into the equipment to add the killing range.
Oh yeah, it's special. Michael, since you're here with us, hello. Nice to have you with us. I can work you into this encounter shortly if you like.
Yeah, if the encounter doesn't end right away, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we'll say, okay, I'll give you a teleport link as well.
This could be like on the back alley side of one of his one of the doors to his workshop.
Well, given that they were going to the High Market, which is near his workshop, that's entirely reasonable. So you and your companions, you've been shopping in the marketplace, and villains have stepped out of the wall, literally, and attacked. And it looks like they've come from that nightmare city, from your horrible dreams in the asylum.
How do you end the string thing?
Oh, Glenn would have to end it because he's the one sharing.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I can do that for you. There you go. Done.
Alright, I'm going to try to load again.
Okay, man. Let's hold off and everyone, don't do anything. We'll wait a little while for him to try and get in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this encounter doesn't seem quite as ominous as it should be, but then it is the middle of the day, But it is raining and drizzling, and you get that sense
Still not happy about this.
of the raindrops splattering off the alley walls. I don't imagine you would be happy. I mean, literally, the enemy just walked out of a picture.
I think of another reason why we should be here in the High Market. We've got to take Virgil's cut to him, don't we? Because we got done. He went straight back.
That's true enough.
To his shop. He didn't stay for the division.
Very good point. Of course. Right. Hey Scott, looks like you're loading. How's it going?
It worked. What page?
You should be on the map known as These Mean Streets, which is a nice generic map name, but I quite like it as a map.
Right. They took me to the other one, the map of the city.
Oof.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that. We just love it when we have these technical issues.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure it could be much worse at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go like this.
I'm in.
Great! There should only be 2 maps visible. The one you need is the one that isn't the normal Thrushmoor map.
Yep, I can see my token. Apparently I have damage on it.
Yeah, that's outstanding damage from... Right, so there was a nasty acid monster hiding underneath the pier when you went to reclaim your things from there. And it had lots of mouths and lots of eyes, and all of the voices were speaking at once. And the creature actually managed to gobble you up completely, and you fought your way out of it from the inside in die-hard mode on negative hit points and needed to be healed up afterwards. You came very close to death.
The outsider that you're so afraid of healed you.
Yeah.
Not that I'm afraid of them. I'm just worried that they're going to do anal probing.
Wow.
He's not actually afraid of the anal probing. He's afraid he might like it.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
What's the debris around me? It is my go, right?
It is your go, yes. And this flight of stairs here does not exist.
Okay.
Also, Michael, you don't appear to have taken the teleport link I sent you yet. Oh, I sent it to Evan, that's why. Right. That makes a lot more sense now. There you go.
ones that say cultists are bad guys, right?
Yeah, they're pretty bad. You might want to go...
Whoa, I'm right in front of the cultist.
Yeah, you might want to, like, sit in a corner over here for a moment. Not right next to him.
Come on. Okay, let me check to see if I remember what feats were for this guy.
Endurance, Die Hard, and... You did have Heart of the Fields. Combat Vigor.
I pull out my broken great sword as I move forward. My become emotionless, and my blade seems to grow some.
Well, have at it. Wallop. The blade bites deep and the cultist drops without a sound. Lila, your turn. There are two cultists next to you now.
Because the ambiguity, I'll ask our friendly big major guy on Saturday, Rob Silk. Let's see him about that thing about...
Sure.
But anyway, for now, I'll take a point of burn. That's the...
Oh, hey, I'm finally painting up that miniature for him now, hoping to get it done on time.
Okay.
The one we last discussed about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. I'm seeing you on Saturday, of course. Or should be. So let me see. Curtis number 1, your time is up. I'm about to stab you with a stabby bludgeoning weapon. Somehow.
Right.
That works. Yes, exactly. So I use a point of take a point of burn, so it does me damage in a moment. But first of all, I do 11 damage to number 1.
No. Bloody hell.
Yeah, now non-lethal. Well, it's 2d6 plus 2.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was non-lethal damage. I have to heal it all now.
Oh no, I'm taking non-lethal.
Oh, okay.
Because it's got point of burn. 3 points of burn.
Wait, you're taking... I see.
Yeah, I can't cast, so I took a point of burn. So he took 11 real damage.
Okay, I'm going to have to, like, lower the volume a bit for the next sort of 3/4 of an hour, so...
Yeah.
Maybe we might want to call it after this encounter, unfortunately, depending on... Because it seems all sorts of crazy stuff's going on. This nasty cultist goes to somewhere... Oh! You know what? I'm going to try and drag Lila again.
Oh.
So you can have an attack of opportunity.
I will indeed. Stabby, stabby. Masterful and dagger. Oh, I rolled a bloody 1.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, this is why I hope you actually fail.
Oh, you are...
Am I lucky?
Very lucky.
Oh, that's...
Does it only provoke from the person that they're using it against?
It only provokes from the target, yeah.
Okay, sure.
You do not want to know that... I mean, yeah, these are Iron Fang invasion levels of bad dice rolls here. I'm not kidding. She'll move to there and try and stab him again with her rapier, because that's what she's done last time. Hey Glenn, that woman with a rapier really doesn't like Gregor for some reason.
I'm not surprised.
Fortunately, she's also not very good at using it. Good God. They're getting closer to double figures.
I don't mind. They can keep missing me. It doesn't hurt my feelings any.
And it's Renassia's turn. Now, Cassie had to step away for a moment, so we'll just put her on hold. Holyssa is, to be fair, hyperventilating up against the wall there, while the nasty little dog growls and snarls on the ground. And Azure, there's still 3 of them looking hostile.
Mm-hmm. I am going to...
They haven't said, apart from the one yelling, "Go round," they haven't really said anything yet.
I'm going to create a problem for cultist number 3. However, I'm going to ask you to go and grab the token from the Summon Monster page. Please go and grab the giant spider from the Summon Monster 2 collection.
Now that's oh, it's not. No, because it's a class ability. Yeah.
They all default to PC.
Yeah. I'm just looking for it now.
Reveal terrain, so.
That's interesting.
They can scare us. We can scare them.
Also,
and it'll provide somebody with flanking for my associate here. I will also be drawing a card to hopefully
Hold it. I'm trying to... For some reason, the token list on the map is only showing me player tokens, and it's not showing me the monster tokens at all. So I'm having to find it manually. Is it under second? Yes, it is. Right, okay.
I'll have to fix its hit points, but...
Yes, you will.
Okay, I'm having it appear here.
Alright.
And, let's see if I can do this.
It appears and rears up behind her, threatening to strike with its sickly, vicious, evil mandibles dripping some kind of nasty, unnatural-looking venom.
Well, however, I need for you to please pull a card.
Are you sure you want it to appear there, Evan?
Yes, I want it to provide flanking.
I'm going to make a GM ruling and say that it appears here, out of the picture, and then takes a 5-foot shuffle to there. Because it's much more disturbing that way.
That's fine.
They're calling spiders.
Absolutely.
Well, you hear... Well, actually, no, it's a spell-like ability for me, so you don't hear
anything.
Is
that the correct deck, or do you need the other one?
It is. I need the one that gives the alignment.
Well, it'll be one of those two.
Celestial.
There you go.
So it is going to be a celestial.
Okay,
spider.
while you apply that, Glenn, what was that you said?
I'm like, great, now they're bringing spiders out of the picture.
And let me fix its health right quick. See, what's the average on 3d8? That's 12?
13.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
20. Yeah, 13.
I'll look past him and go, smite it! Smite it! Let's see here.
And the spider's like, I don't understand that language.
Right.
Let's
Back
see,
now.
it has flanking. Welcome back.
Okay, welcome back. A
Is
large
that an evil target?
spider has emerged from a picture and moved to flank one of the cultists. Azure seems to be yelling at it. We
Is
did
that an
hold
evil
your turn
target?
because you were away. If you'd like to take it while Evan seems to be dawdling and you think you can be fairly
I'm asking
quick.
a question.
I know, I'm just saying, if it can be resolved quickly, feel free to do so. Otherwise, wait till after this has been done. What's your question, Evan?
Is this an evil target?
Yes.
I am going to shoot ghost number 1, which is closest to me.
Okay. And
And
you
probably-
did have feats that made shooting... Let's see, you had... You had point-blank shot and precise shot, didn't you?
Point blank shot, precise shot, and what else? Before.
I'm not sure. I'm just checking if you had anything to prevent an attack of opportunity from being taken, because I think you're going to suffer one. The cultist sees you raising your crossbow and tries to knock it out of your hands with his brick in a sock. He is as effective as the rest of his companions and utterly useless, so carry on. Shoot him, please. He deserves it. Yeah, he didn't get double figures either. And he gets shot. And with a squawk, he drops to the floor.
So
Gregor,
deserved.
Gregor, it's my friend. You can flank with it.
Gregor, you don't care if it's a friend. The fact that the fact that the person is desperately trying to defend themselves against it makes it more important right now. You know, it's like it's still a threat. You know, so it doesn't matter if it's your friend or not. You know.
Is there a party member who's got arachnophobia, like Raph at all?
I don't think so yet, but it could happen in the not too distant future.
I don't
Yes,
have arachnophobia. I'm just like, it came out of the picture,
Yeah.
which means I'm definitely not going to try.
Well,
to
it's
summon
your turn now.
Lady Catherine into this, so I will just hit the guy with a red destiny again. I hope.
Yeah.
And I finally rolled
so
decent
close.
damage and I missed.
So close. Ah, well. Eric, it's your turn. There still appears to be two of these foes alive and threatening party members. Oh, damn. Has Virgil rolled initiative? No. You might want to do that now, Michael, because that's how I got completely overlooked. There you go.
He's
Put me at
next.
the end of the initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that works too.
You're either right now instead of Eric or right after him. I'll let the two of you decide.
You can go first.
Three of them going at the same time.
Tell me about it.
That's a triple attack.
4.
Yeah, 4. The hooded cultist was all at 9.2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know.
Yeah, what's the odds of that happening? Yeah, no. Done a lottery recently?
I wish. Right. I presume the victim is standing right here in front of him, as he just grits his teeth and carves into the man, who goes, "Ah!" Are you moving as well, or just standing where you are?
I'll move.
Okay, awesome. Virgil, there's a man next to you who's just been cut with a very big sword, and he doesn't look very happy about it.
No, he does not.
If he did, I'd be worried.
Let's see. What do I have? Because this character is something I haven't played in forever.
It has been far too long. Welcome back.
Yes.
Also, there's a scared teenager here being defended by the party.
I guess I will go in. I'll do an intimidate against the hooded cultist too.
Awesome, do it.
See, I don't know if the Peacock's +3 is already incorporated in this. Yes, it is.
Okay, well that's still pretty impressive. Right. Yeah, so...
Oh, you don't know. Virgil's intended purpose is to actually intimidate people.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, that's 3 rounds. of the person being very scared. What kind of scared is this again? This is
It elevates them up one.
Was it shaken or frightened?
If he's already shaken, he would be frightened. If he's
Okay,
not,
he's not. So he's very scared now.
He's shaking a bit. Not stirred though.
You scare him significantly. Lila, it's your turn.
Is he moving first?
I was going to actually have the peacock do something.
Oh,
Legendary
go peacock! The legendary leprous peacock.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, just.
The bird is going to go caw and try to murder him with the talons.
All right. Bring it on. As if he wasn't scared enough already.
This is how I figure that the bird is helping me intimidate the crap out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, talons. No pluses or anything.
Yes, you got flanking.
Oh yeah, +2 to that then.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1 hit.
Was that 2 minus 2, so it's 1 point non-lethal. Okay. Now it gets to be Lila's turn.
Yes. I was hoping you'd move so I get flanking, but I have a dagger in hand. Point is taking damage. So attack frame. Stabby, stabby, stabby. Must go to a Gandang. No bonuses at all. Miss.
No hits either, unfortunately.
No.
He starts backing away nervously and takes a quick swing with his lumpy thing at the large muscle-bound man next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's about as good as these people have been so far. It's pathetic. However, the other one will now provoke an attack of opportunity from Gregor as she strides over there.
And the spider.
And the spider, yeah, sure. Oof. Wow. Rapier in hand, determined to do some serious damage.
And the spider can't hit the broadside of the barn.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
Mm-hmm.
I get to click flanking now and everything. This is brilliant.
Are you still gonna hit? Or are you
You
gonna
can attack if you have it.
Look, if one of these cultists finally manages to roll above a 9, it'll be a miracle. Only one of them managed to roll above a 6 so far, and mostly it was 2s and 3s. Oh, that's actually a hit. Wow.
Just glad they're not rogues.
Oh, that one's not a rogue.
You did... Well, technically there was a sneak attack die in there, it's just all the dice rolled ones.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, it's that sort of
Well
crap,
then.
isn't it?
well then. We're par for the course.
Yeah. The dreadful cultists are useless, but that's only to be expected. And Cass, it gets to be your turn again.
Awesome. Eric, beat the scared one unconscious, but don't kill him. And I will proceed to shoot. Cultist number 3.
Alright, enjoy marking off that ammunition. Well, you shoot, but it's unfortunately not the best shot you've ever made. Alyssa is still very scared. Azure, it's your turn. And the spider.
So first the spider, it yeah, okay, I'm not muted. The spider crawls onto the support beam if that's there.
Uh-huh.
and it's going to fire its sticky web.
Oh,
at
fun.
Cultist 3.
Yeah, fun.
So that's a ranged touch attack.
Into combat.
Unfortunately, it is. Yep, it is firing into melee.
Oh, and Scott's lost his connection, unfortunately. Is he still in the call?
Don't know.
Yeah, he's still in the call.
And we'll move it. I'm going to unsnap it from the grid and put it here on the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
As for myself, yes.
Can you check me?
You've already lost connection.
Alright, I'll be back on. Try again.
You should be good to reconnect now, if you can.
There it goes.
As for myself, I'm going to.
Well, hold on while he tries to reconnect,
Okay.
but what you wanted to do?
I think what I want to do is try and assist Gregor. I'm going to emerge from behind him. And I'm going to move around this way. The spider still, even though I summoned it, it's still a little creepy, but it's kind of cool that it's kind of angelic. And I'm going to try and provide Gregor with an assist bonus against to hit against cultist number 3.
Okay.
I'm pointing. Strike here. Strike here. It might work. And let's go with that 8. Another roll. And we're going to use the Fleet Street War Razor. Yay! You get a +2 to hit that one target. Gregor.
And it's
does
Gregor's
Eric
turn.
See that razor being pulled out?
Oh, I
Mhm.
pulled it out. Oh, that's right. Well, it was already out, but he couldn't see it at the time because I was kind of crouched. But that also depends on which direction he's facing at the moment.
And I get a +2 to hit, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
+2, and I also get flanking.
Yeah.
And I roll.
Oh, you roll.
And I hit.
And that is miraculously not a critical threat, but really close.
This is my pet Spivey.
That's bad.
That's really
I
bad.
didn't say Spidey. I said Spivey with a V.
Yeah.
It's my go, right?
It is, absolutely, yeah.
It's -4 do non-lethal damage, right?
Correct.
It is. However, you might want to make me a will save as someone is wielding one of those small weapons you are very afraid of.
Right.
Oh, I'm wearing one of those as well. Oops.
Yeah, I think I get some bonuses that I have to check.
I think so too, but I think that's already factored in. Maybe give it your best
it's
shot.
From Barbarian.
That is okay. You only needed a 14. A 15 is good. Carry on.
Alright, so I am taking negative to swing, trying to do non-lethal damage to this person. Now, if I was a normal barbarian, I wouldn't have done this because I'd be raging, but I got the killing rage. I can actually think.
Yeah.
So it gets the scared one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, almost. Are you moving as well, or happy where you are?
I'm good.
Okay, Virgil.
Alright. Let's see. I'm going to go and intimidate the other cultist.
Oh, one moment. Virgil has an intelligence of what?
4 + 4, 18.
14, right. He also...
No, I have an 18 int.
Hold on. because I can't remember if you were here, he also remembers from a few sessions ago one of the inmates at the temple muttering that they're coming out of the walls, man, they're coming out of the walls, and how no one took him seriously at the time or paid any attention when he was going on about this. Yeah, I set this up sessions ago.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
Cool. I'm allowing characters with intelligence of 16 or higher to remember it. I might have even allowed characters with 14, I can't remember, but...
Insane Fool was right. But anyway, skill check, intimidate on cultist number 3 now.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Definitely. She is definitely scared. Are you moving as well, or happy where you are?
I'm happy where I am.
Okay. Lila, in that case.
I say cast. I actually create creative blade, 5 step, and make a single attack.
I see.
Let me see. Kinetic blade. No flanking or nothing, just a straight hit.
Which one were you attacking?
Number 3.
Okay, the blade slices into her and she screams in agony.
Yeah, it's a clubby thing, but yeah, it's effective. But because I heard something about something like the scared one, as in cultist 2, just do non-lethal with that one. So, yeah.
Still scared and still equipped with something hard in a kind of small bag, he attempts to clobber someone over the head brutally.
Incoming.
Although he is scared. Scott, if by some miracle one of these actually manages to score a hit, this will be non-lethal damage. Oh wow.
That's a big non-lethal.
It is, but your damage reduction still applies.
Actually, it's doubled for non-lethal.
It is. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah.
Cool. That sounds very powerful.
Not
Paul,
really, it's only 1 point.
I'm thanking him for reminding me because it's the same archetype, one of the characters I'm likely to be playing at PaizoCon, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Barbarian type then.
Oh, you know which barbarian. The only barbarian I have in PFS.
Well,
Thundered Bull.
He's not in PFS, and he's not a barbarian. But that was a nasty clobber, and then the other one tries to get you with the rapier.
teamwork.
Here we go. Its nasty blade slices through the darkness of the alleyway, and oh my god. The good news is it's not a successful critical hit. The bad news is it still hurts him quite a bit. Yep. That's right. And she then moves to there. Red Assia, it's your turn.
Am I shooting into combat?
Yes, but I believe you had a precise shot feat, which will mitigate the shooting into combat penalty.
Awesome. And still can't hit.
Ow. Let's see. Oh god, you're rolling as well as the cultists. Okay. Halissa gets the hell into the corner. And it's Azia's turn.
The spider leaps past me after its original target. And it goes for the bite.
On a rather surreal level, Eric becomes aware of the fact that he has as many hit points as levels at the moment.
And then he goes and asks himself, what are levels?
Exactly.
And that'll miss.
That's an even more confusing and scary question. That
And
will
then
miss.
I'm going to step to here, regrettably putting my back against their drawing, and I'm going to drop an acid splash at Cultist 3,
Okay.
which I'm going to suffer an insane amount of penalties. Would you say that the target has cover?
Yeah. You do feel
Okay.
incredibly uncomfortable turning your back on the picture at this short range.
Oh, yeah. And with a -8 penalty to hit, have a 9.
Ah. Oh well.
9 touch, though. It's closer than you thought.
Gregor, it's your turn.
Goody. Oh, good. There's no cultists near me.
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yes. I like that. I pick up a rock and throw it at them.
Pick a victim. Any victim.
Put it cultist number 3, and let me see if I have anything to help me with this. No, I don't. Okay, so.
This is the telekinetic throw, isn't it? He's not just like
Yes,
lobbing
it
it.
is.
Okay.
And it is firing in the melee. I do not blast, I just throw rocks.
Uh-huh.
And I missed. Told you.
Okay.
I have better luck with the damn sword than I do the damn rocks.
Which is interesting. Eric, it's your turn.
Non-lethal swing again. I think it's the same one.
Go for it. Oof. You were trying not to hit him too hard, and you managed to not hit him at all, unfortunately. Okay, Virgil, your turn.
65 step.
Alright. Hooded Cultist 2. You're feeling sleepy. Very sleepy.
Oh, is he now? I'm not
Yes.
so sure. I think he might just have to fail a saving throw first. There you go.
Is that... Sleep, is that a full run dash, or is this an ability or something?
This is my hex.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Deep slumber.
Yeah,
Yep, he falls asleep.
I've forgotten that you were actually one of those who misses.
And while he is unconscious, I'll also have to make him prone. And incapable of seeing things.
Which works perfectly for me.
There we go.
And my bird will go and rest on top of Eric.
Okay, Eric finds a peacock perching on him.
With his feathers falling out, of course.
No,
Not
it's
yet.
not that bad yet. It's
Oh,
still
okay.
got a few weeks to go before it actually starts molting or showing any significant signs of disease.
Okay.
Yes.
That's perfect
So
for
that
me,
makes it
you know.
Lila's turn.
Thank you very much. Because now I can actually do a cast, a move, and stab. Because I couldn't do this now because I was threatened. So thank you very much. That really helped me.
I think we've already established that these cultists aren't that threatening.
Well, no. We say that, but of course it would just cause a critical on me if I... am I flanking into that? No. Well, anyway, I'm just...
Not really.
I can't see because the thing is up there, by the way.
That
it
was pretty dangerous looking.
It was it not?
That almost involved a lot of damage. However, he's asleep. Her turn, she backs up against the wall, presses her hand against it and disappears into the wall and is gone.
Damn, we let one go.
With that though, I can take us out of combat unless Eric wants to kill a load of people to relieve his frustration.
No. He can think while in this rage.
Okay, He knows that when he drops his rage, even with guarded life, he may fall unconscious. Oh no, he's got Die Hard, he won't.
No,
I'm
what he'll
casting
do is...
Cure Light Wounds on him.
Okay.
I have a load of them, if you'd like one.
Well,
Because I can do that.
let's do the one healing spell and then see what everyone else pours in.
I pull the spider back in with a gloved hand. I put one hand over one mouth because spiders have the things frill off of them, and I pet it the other.
Okay, so that will be 11 points of healing and 11 points of non-lethal healing because he's got some non-lethal damage at the moment, I think.
Well, I'm going to shove a cure light wound potion. To him anyway.
It's a good spider. You did such a good job. You didn't hit nothing, but you did a good job.
Now, I hope we have rope. I'm sure we said we would get rope.
But you want rope? I got your rope.
We got a set of handcuffs.
We got a spider.
Yeah.
Well, rope or shackles will do.
What about webs?
The spider flexes its legs menacingly.
That will also do, as long as we bind this man.
I will point to the man and make a hand motion for him to roll it up. But don't bite it.
I flex my muscles because they're aching a bit after taking a lot of lethal damage. So, a bit bruisey and.
So you've got no problem with that. Give me a roll of wisdom for it since it's got no intelligence. Raph, would you like me to roll a wisdom for the spider since it has no intelligence?
No, I'm okay. The spider goes over and wraps him up, and then it disappears back to whence it came. And he's all wrapped up in a big cocoon spider web.
Yeah, it'll actually be there for a full 3 minutes, but I'm sure this will take more than 3 minutes.
Alright, I'm fatigued for 1 minute. Not from the rage, but from the
combat vigor, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I saved a copy of the spider, so I can use it.
Okay.
Right.
Carefully put the war razor up because I don't know how to use the damn thing.
I am definitely going to have to get a sword at least.
We do have a mace if you can use that.
Time for an interrogation.
Did it do a good job, Gregor?
Yeah, it did fine. It's a spider. It did exactly what spiders do.
You'll have your armor for 3 hours.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh. I'm going to hide behind you again.
Well, it takes a little while to wake the fellow up. And when you do, he still seems pretty... Let's at least remove his shaken condition and some of the others, just so he can be conscious to be questioned.
He's probably freaking out from being webbed up.
No,
He's not very happy about the situation. He struggles a bit.
Wall, poking at it with my sword, trying to figure out where that lady went.
And it doesn't help. You poke the wall with your sword does not seem to go into the picture. This confuses you.
Now then, would you like to explain yourself before I either put a bolt right through your head, or one of us puts a sword right through your throat? One way or the other.
He gulps audibly and is very pale in the face but doesn't say anything.
Oh, you have no art for the craft, my dear. Now listen here, you weak yoke. You're gonna tell me exactly what I want to know, or you're gonna start losing some limbs, and you'll be replaced as a doll.
A look of confusion crosses his features.
And I pull out a knife.
I go stand behind the wall because I can't watch.
Can't watch.
It's too scary.
I can't.
I nudge at Virgil. Start with one nostril.
I don't. I just. It's more than my life's worth.
All that your life is worth. How did she come out of this painting?
Wouldn't you like to know? I'm sure you don't even know half the things we do, half the things we've seen. Have you seen the yellow sign?
The elder beings. And I cut a finger off.
He howls in agony and is on the brink of passing out again.
No.
And on that note, I'm out. You guys enjoy your torture. Azora, let's go.
Okay. I can't. Shalyn would be upset if I sat and watched that.
Good lord. Slap. Stay awake. Stay with me.
If you don't want me to do that again, then you tell me what I want to know.
Listen. If I tell you anything, you let me go, right?
Yes.
You won't see me again. Not in this town. It's not safe.
Yes. Tell me everything you would like that I would like to know, and you will be free.
I had orders. Orders to come get you or capture you alive if we could.
Orders from who?
Do you want to make me a perception check? Those of you who are not those of you who've departed.
Yeah, I think the three of us have departed at that point.
Those of you who are still in the alley talking to these people.
I'm facing the wall, so I don't think I'd be facing the right direction.
Oh, wow.
I'm avoiding this. I don't mind intimidation, but characters.
Yeah, if any of you get a 41, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What?
Oh, Ref likes what I said.
Well, I could possibly go and get if I built my character for perception monkeying, get like a 30? I don't think I could get a 31 this early.
It's okay. It was a good roll, and it's not crucial right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he does look very scared.
Mm-hmm. You were saying about the elder signs.
Well, we had
Answer the question.
we had orders.
Who gave you those orders?
Orders from Iris Hill.
I see.
That's where the boss is. Iris Hill. We were to take one of you alive, bring you back with us if we could. Listen.
Why? For what reason?
To bring the rest of us there.
To feed you.
Probably.
Feed you to the powers. There's people at Iris Hill, you know. Crude, unsophisticated savages taken on as guards, as menial staff to help run the place. They're disgusting. They're just like so much chaff. We're better than them, you and I. Not like those things. Kuru, they call them. They come from an island in a faraway ocean. They feast on human flesh. Revolting creatures.
And yet you serve them.
We do not serve the Kuru, they serve us.
You certainly you certainly cater to their needs. You're no better. And you. It's you, isn't it? You and your twisted cultists have been taking villagers, haven't you?
You promise you'll let me go, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both of you?
Take a glance at Eric and give him a certain look. And I nod.
He's paying attention.
Oh, he's paying attention.
He says, yeah. People have been captured, all right. Taken away. Some go. Well, eventually most find their way up to Iris Hill in one way or another. Not all, though. Some don't even make it that far. I don't know where we keep all of them around town. But there's a big change coming for this town. It's big and it's dangerous, but it's too dangerous for me now. I'll just want to leave. I just want to get out of here. Please just let me go.
I look over to Virgil. What do you think?
You may have to make a visit there and stop this madness. But anyway. Let's see. How is it that you are able to transport through these portals?
Power of the standing stones. They were here long before this town was built.
I see.
You would not be able to use it. You are not true believers. Only the faithful can use the power of the stones. And the stones must be fed.
The stones must be fed sacrifices. Is that what you are telling me?
Yes. That's why so many people, who need all of them. There is a greater purpose at work here. I do not know it all myself. I am not yet trusted enough to be informed with all the information, but please, I don't know anything else. I just want to get out of here. My hand hurts so much. Why did you do that? My beautiful fingers.
Eric? I'm trying to get his attention, damn it.
What?
I give him a certain look.
You answered my questions. And as I said, you are free to go.
He will let you go. I will let you go.
I honestly don't care if he lives or not. If I see you ever again, you will die. Do you understand?
Oh, you won't. I promise. Just help me out of this blasted spiderweb and I'll get away from here as fast as my two legs can carry me.
Now hold still. I'm going to cut it open for you.
He stiffens.
I'm not very finesse with this great sword.
I make a gesture over at Eric for his sword. Towards his sword.
I checked. The web is considered to have 3 hit points because that's the hit die of the spider,
Mm-hmm.
which won't cut the web open because of the DR5 on top.
That's okay. You can do it eventually. It'll just take a little while. So
yeah, but for a guy with a broken greatsword, it's like whack, and the web doesn't cut open fully. Holy shit!
Well, it'll dissolve eventually, won't it? Right?
No, that's kind of permanent.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we could sleep in there.
That's why it was. That's why I
I
offered the
guess
web.
the guy's scared shitless because I keep swinging at him trying to cut the stuff.
Okay, you
You
give it
accidentally cut him open
a
instead.
good go and eventually manage to cut him loose from the thing, although he's rather bruised and battered by the time you've finished. He gets to his feet and scampers out of the alleyway, desperate to be out of here.
When I finally get him free, I tell him, it's like, see, it would have been easier if I just decapitated you when it took me so long to get that spider web off.
I would have just preferred to kill him, since Virgil and I said we would let him go, but no, we didn't say anybody else would let him go.
And at this point, I'm going to give you all a teleport link back to the town of Thrushmoor. However, as you leave the alleyway, Cassandra, Reynasia notices that Floofer is munching on a finger, but no one noticed him sneaking away earlier.
Enjoy your snack.
Sausages.
Not that I care. You can munch away on it.
Right.
Do you want me to grab food for a young lady, Raph?
Sure. I mean,
Wasn't-
otherwise I'll do it, you know.
I kind
I got him.
of kind of walk with Virgil and say, was it really a good idea to let a crazed cultist go like that?
The thing is that his people will find him as a traitor. And even if you should start up a new cult, it will take him a lot longer. Because he does not the man of personality that would go in, be able to attract other crazies such as himself.
Well, next time I hear murder and bloody hands, I'll put that on you.
So,
I figure I have done probably far worse. As you know, I don't have all the memories.
the plan was at this point to continue to the farmer's market. Are people still intent on doing that?
Some of us.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you?
I need to get a sword.
You might want to go to Binter's Forge for that.
Definitely,
Oh,
but some of us were already planning to go to the forge anyway.
Yeah, I need armor, and I'm not sure what's happening with the other armor, but if not, if I don't get it, I'll have to go and buy some chain shirt muscle if possible.
I'll get to the
But-
farmer.
What? Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say that I'll get to the farmer's square eventually. I'm gonna go wherever Gregor's going first. Go ahead, Cass.
Alright, I'm just gonna tap this, type this out to you, Raph.
Okay, just a moment. Let's see. Yeah.
I
Tell you
can't
what,
stick around
guys.
that long.
Yeah. We have been playing for a few hours, and this might be a good time to do a little more admin, then tidy up. Oh, wait, I can give you people experience points, can't I? Yeah, that'll be fun. Because I know how you all like those.
Yay. Points means prizes.
I
man.
wouldn't celebrate, it's not that many points.
If it's not enough to level, I ain't worried about it.
Give me a moment.
But well, my goals are clear. I want to get. If there's better armor that I can afford to get, I would also like to get that. If I can get a sword, a good sword.
But admin is still something that we have to do in characters, so.
Yeah.
So, Binter Smithy is a fairly standard forge run by a aging dwarven woman, and she's working away. You know, she does lots of wrought iron gates and stuff like that. She might be able to knock up something in a few days, and have a few old display pieces. Yeah, you could probably buy a sword there if you wanted.
Okay, I do have a question.
She does eye you suspiciously as you enter. Yeah, what's your question, Glenn?
Okay, now that we have everybody here, Paul showed interest before we all went into this whole thing. We have light wooden armor +2. Paul wants to know if he could have it. Does anybody else want to put in for it? It is light armor, so those of us that can wear light armor can also make use of it.
Leather armor and chainmail is considered light armor, right? I don't know.
That is correct.
Chain shirt is considered light, not chainmail.
And rogues can only use light armor.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wooden armor would be a +3 armor bonus and a max dex of +3.
Max?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that including or not including the +2 enchantment?
Not including the
Not
+2
including.
enchantment.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
Studded leather is +3 with a max dex of +5.
Yeah, the wood's a bit more blocky and cumbersome.
I wear leather armor purely because I only have a 9 strength, so I'm going to turn it down. Originally, I had an interest in it. Unfortunately, it's a weight issue.
Yeah, and it weighs 5 more pounds than leather armor, studded leathers. So
Yeah, I'll pass.
So I'm just letting everybody know that might be interested in it. It's magical armor.
Yep. The wooden armor is not that lightweight.
I would be
light
more
armor.
Yeah, it weighs
interested.
25 pounds for light armor.
I would be more interested if we came across bracers.
We do have a set of those.
Okay, so it's...
What kind of braces are they? Sorry, go on.
Braces a defense +1.
Isn't Lila currently wearing those?
No, I'm wearing studded leather at the moment.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone wants to prevent you from taking wooden armor if you really want to wear it.
Leather braces of armor +2, excuse me.
Braces of armor +2. Cool.
Yes.
I could do with those if nobody else just claimed them.
Well, that's why I said that never mind. I've got mage armor spell. You go ahead.
Okay, guys. Well, we can end the recording here and sort out any little bit of shopping admin in between. So we'll pick it up next time when hopefully we'll get to play for longer. And next week it'll be Dragon Age again. Okay.
Yay.
Bye all.
Bye.
Bye.